Hey guys, it's very nice to see all of you again this Friday. Hey Scorpion, it's very nice to see you again. So today we're going to talk about BTC's rally along with the no rate hike, and is altcoin catching up BTC in the future shortly? So before we get started, I have noticed that today the price of BTC has dropped 1%, while the price of ETH got it rises 1% on the opposite side. So I have a question for Jay. So is the gap between ETH and BTC getting smaller? So with this question, let's welcome Jay. And
Hey.
yeah.
Hey, thank you, Sia. What's up? Yeah, no, that's a great way to start off, and I will answer that question. What's up, Scorpions? What's up, Kotex? And hi. How you guys doing? Welcome to the live stream as always. Great to see you guys here on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Hope everyone is doing well, and I hope everyone had a great week. And before we get started, just give me that like and hit the subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm. What's up, Slava? Good evening to you. Good to see you, man. And all right, hope everyone had a great week. This week's been pretty boring. Just on the price action point of view, unless you guys are trading altcoins, altcoins has been pumping. It's specific altcoins. I don't want you guys to think all the altcoins were pumping, right? And as always, if you guys have questions, leave it in the chat and we'll get to them as well. So today we're gonna go over general what's going on with Bitcoin, like how is the trend going, and then answer the question about Bitcoin, Ethereum, then look at some altcoins to see if altcoin season is starting, and then just look at some general economic fundamental data as well as news. So to get started, I'm going to answer Sia's question, and I'm going to share my screen if I can. Give me a second here. Present, share screen, Bitcoin chart. Okay, I'm not gonna share this one though. Share this one instead. So, just looking at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, it is still at the very, very bottom. We are basically under support, right, for the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. I feel like in order to answer the question, we just have to look at this chart. Even though, the Ethereum Bitcoin pair is up like 1% today, meaning that Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, right? I don't think Ethereum will be. So the way I'm looking at it is I don't think it's going to be outperforming. I don't want to be in Ethereum until the Ethereum Bitcoin pair maybe reclaims 0.55, right? So 55. So that's the ratio I want to see it reclaim, because right now we're still at the very bottom. You can get into Ethereum early on. A lot of people like to play the trade, right? Where they look at the weaker pair. Look, Bitcoin's up 30%. Ethereum's up 10. So Ethereum must catch up, right? So you're entering the weaker pair for the catch-up trade, for that reversion into the mean, right? So that is a trade a lot of people like to play. I do as well, but sometimes it doesn't work out because Bitcoin is strong for a reason. And if you want Ethereum to catch up, right, do you have any catalysts that you see for Ethereum to give it that push to catch up? Or are you just saying, hey, Bitcoin's up so much, Ethereum must catch up? So for me, I think it's kind of early. If the Ethereum chart doesn't look half bad, but what I would do is I would wait until the Ethereum Bitcoin pair maybe goes above 55 cents. Like, just wait a little bit, let it actually show that it can continue, up here, instead of just one day I'm up 2%, and then just the next day we just chop around, right? So that is what I would do. Is that clear, Sia? Do you think that is clear?
Yes, very clear to me.
Nice.
Thank you for your explanation.
Of course. Yeah. So if you guys want to this will go into the altcoin pairs a little bit. I wanted to talk about it later, but I can talk about it now. So for example, right, Solana Solana has been outperforming, right? So USD. Solana has been outperforming in general, like it doubled within the past month, right? $20 to 48. It more than doubled. Actually, I don't like this chart. Let me pull up my Solana chart. Where is my Solana chart? Here it is. All right. So, for example, right, Solana outperforms Bitcoin. And a lot of people are saying, okay, should we, like, Solana's already so high up. What should I do, right? Should I get into Solana or should I chase other altcoins? So, this is my same type of view with this in Ethereum, right? Solana is doing well, but not all altcoins are doing well. So, I would say you wait for Solana to get a pullback, right? And then enter the strong coins instead of trying to get into weaker coins, hoping that it will catch up. So Solana is strong for a reason, right? So now Solana is strong because SBF, the trial is ended, and I think the FTX family fund or whatever, they staked a bunch of the Solana, saying that's what they would do instead of selling it. So there's like catalyst driving this rally. So instead of putting your capital to work on other altcoins that you hope to catch up, it might be just better to wait for Solana, which is a strong one, which showed you that it can move, to get in Solana versus the other pairs. And like one example of this, right? If you guys look at Avi, if we take a look over here, if we take a look at the chart of Avi Bitcoin, right? If you guys look at this, let's see how much this went up. When this outperformed in 2020, this went up. The first rally went up 1,000%, right? 1,000% outperformance versus Bitcoin. So that's pretty crazy, right? It's up 1,000%. If you guys look at it later on in the bull market, it went up even higher. It outperformed. Okay, this one actually not too much, but at the top, it outperformed Bitcoin by 1,000%. So just think about that in terms of Solana, right? Solana right now outperformed Bitcoin only a little bit. I mean, if we want the exact, we can pull it up and see how it's doing, right? Let's see. So right now, Solana outperformed Bitcoin in the past month, like, okay, 70%. So this is not that much. So for the people who have been around since the last bull cycle, during when the altcoins really go hard, like Solana will outperform Bitcoin like 1,000% also. Like just the same as in the past. If you guys look in 2021, Solana outperformed Bitcoin by 500%, right? So in a true bull market, when altcoins are really going, it doesn't matter. Like you think Solana's up 100% already, so it's not going to keep on going up, and you don't want to get in on it because you want to get in cheaper coins. But what's a better thing to do is go in these stronger coins instead and keep on just waiting for a chance to buy the dip versus, hey, I'm going to go into some random coins. All right. Kotex says, not bad, just getting over laryngitis. I don't know what that is, but I hope you feel better, man. What is that? I'm not sure what that is. I'm kind of feeling sick too, so I totally understand, man. I hope you feel better. Let me see. I'm gonna talk about what's been going on. All right, so oops, stop sharing my screen. Let me reshare it. So some Bitcoin and just crypto news in general. SBF got found guilty on all 7 criminal fraud counts and faces up to 115 years in prison. So obviously, the jury was very quick with their decision. Their defense, SBF is obviously guilty or very negligent, which is basically the same thing as guilty. So we can get over. This is great. I think this is good for the whole market because we have been kind of just like under this whole thing of this trial, right? FTX crashing was one of the biggest negative things that happened to the industry, causing lots of regulators being like, this is very fraudulent. We don't know like what's going on to happen in the future. And there's kind of putting like, it's like a dark rain cloud all over the industry. But SBF got found guilty, and we can get over this phase and maybe start fresh, and people will start actually forgetting about it. This has just been in the news constantly, right? It's just been kind of like a dark cloud over crypto in general. Yeah. So, and well, this is one of the reasons that I think is boosting the Solana price as well. Just the whole SBF trial finally ending, and of course, Solana was one of the coin that was supported by FTX, and during their initial early VC rounds, FTX invested a lot into Solana. It's kind of very correlated with Solana. And let me see what else. So in general, I guess let's just take a look at the Bitcoin chart. Let me see. Let's take a look. Let me pull it up. So Bitcoin, ran up after the FOMC meeting. Bitcoin had a run up, tested the 35,000. It broke over, but then kind of failed at 36,000. So that's not what we really want to see. We want to see continuation. This is more of just like a reversal, but we don't really see too much sell side on Bitcoin as well. It held up pretty strong. It didn't even break under 34,000. Didn't even test the 33,500 that we marked last time. So the long we were talking about off 33,500 was pretty valid, but now it's at a really awkward place. It is still strong. It didn't break under 34,000, but it's just in an awkward place, right? This could kind of go sideways and kind of just chop around for a little bit because we didn't have a continuation. So no bias on Bitcoin as of now. Still more bullish than bearish in general. But the traditional equities market has been rallying. And when that happens, it definitely takes away some of the hype and some of the excitement around crypto too, just because other, equities is moving. Traders have different things to watch as well if they're not crypto native. But one thing I do want to share over here as well is that, the total crypto market cap ever since last month is up 150 million. And it basically increased almost 20%. And that's something we definitely like to see. Of course, Bitcoin drove most of this market cap game, but we actually broke over the market cap in July. So some altcoins are participating in this as well. And what we could see is that some funds are actually deploying capital versus just us rotating from altcoins to Bitcoin. We see Bitcoin and altcoin going up at once, meaning new capital is flowing in, and that is something we definitely like to see. Yes, let's see. And so with that, let's move on to some altcoin news and things like that. So obviously the one that's been rallying the most, Solana. We got FET. We have some layer ones such as Engine, INJ rallying as well. But what we don't see is broad altcoin outperformance. And we actually don't want to see broad altcoin outperformance because when altcoins outperform, usually Bitcoin is going sideways or Bitcoin is done moving up, right? If you see altcoin, a lot of people rushing to altcoin, that just means people are gambling. People are just kind of like, oh, they missed out on Bitcoin, so they just have a lot of degen energy in them. And that's not what you want to see because that's not helping to drive a sustainable rally. So for Solana, right? Solana had some key inflows. Like I said, Solana's been very popular, I guess, just with the whole SPF trial thing. And Van Eck actually came out with a research report on Solana, and Van Eck is one of the top ETF issuers in America. So when Van Eck did a research report, it actually said the base case for Solana's price in 2030. By 2030, they predict $350, and the bull case is around 1,000 something. Bear case is $10, but that is a very big range. And so that research report did definitely put some bullish momentum into Solana as well. Let's see. And Solana had some pretty good inflows in the past week as well, with a soared to 100 million mark. So highlighting increased bullish sentiment in the market as well as more institutional participation. So Solana in general has been very bullish, but what we do see is this is still stuck in very specific coins and not all coins overall. Because if you guys look at the chart, there are very specific coins that are outperforming. I am sharing my screen. For example, Rune has been outperforming. TRB is still moving as well. This one's just like a kind of a pump coin that has very low liquidity. Let's see what else. Solana has been doing good. Link has been doing good in general. FET also has been doing good. So some gaming coins, some layer ones, and yeah. So some of these have been doing good, but others have not really been doing so well. So for example, Matic, Bitcoin Cash, if you guys look at this, it's just going sideways, not really having much movement. So we don't really see broad support of a altcoin market yet, of an altcoin rally. What we are still seeing is Bitcoin is dominating, but specific altcoins with good news or with really good community or with just positive news and narrative has been moving. So it is best to be trading those specific altcoins instead of just getting into random ones that hasn't moved yet. That's my opinion on it. And yeah, Kevin, it's $1,000 is insane. 350 is also crazy, but you gotta remember during the last bull market, Solana's top was like 200 or 300 as well. So by 2030, that means we're just going back to the all-time high. Yeah, ADA is interesting to watch, but I don't think ADA is moving right now. So it's going to be interesting to see. And evening in Taiwan, I'll check out the Tomo USDT pair. Let me check that out. And Kotek, sorry to hear that, man. Too much yelling on Fortnite. Oh my god, me and my friends were just talking about Fortnite. They love the no build Fortnite. Let's see, Tomo USDT. Let's see how this one looks. Oh, this looks pretty good. This is dying. I hope you shorted this early. Shorted it 7 hours ago. This looks super strong, but it just died. I don't know what Tomo USDT is actually. But let me take a look. Tomo's back to the 200-day moving average. This is a pretty big dump though on pretty high volume. But if you look in the past, when it did have these huge dumps, multiple day dumps, it did bounce off the 200. So I would maybe cover here, to be honest. And if it goes under 200 day and closes under it, I would definitely close it. Maybe you wait a day, and if it does this type of doji candle right here, if it does this type of doji candle, I would definitely close it. Because usually when it has these type of double doji candles, it's a indecisive sellers and then buyers coming in, and it has a reversal. 7 hours, 1, 2, 3. Oh, if you shorted this 7 hours ago, yeah, I wouldn't. No, I definitely wouldn't keep this here, dude. If you shorted it like before this big candle, okay. If you shorted it just recently, I wouldn't keep this short on. I don't know how to say the name in Chinese, but I would not keep this short on. Maybe you can just wait another day, see how the candle comes out. But as I said, if it does this type of doji candle, 100% we get out of this short. INJ. Slava, I'm not gonna do, like, I don't really do for altcoins like price predictions, because I would have to look into like their fundamentals and a lot of stuff like that. And I just have not for a lot of these altcoins. So I don't want to like my price prediction is not worth anything, to be honest. So I'm not gonna give you one. For INJ, it's strong, but it's hitting a very strong resistance also at 15. So I mean, this is only to be traded on the, swing trading on the trading side. Like maybe like, let's take a look. Let me take a closer look. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely strong, but I don't know how much energy it has left. This went from $1 to 15x. So it's pretty crazy. I know they did a lot of new partnerships, and the Injective Network works with I forgot who they partner with, but it's like, oh, all regulated and relevant and secure and all that stuff. I read up on it, but this is basically back to all-time highs. But if Bitcoin keeps going up and this breaks over 15, like closes over 15, then I would just long it and aim for all-time highs, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I'd be looking for. But these, you just gotta get in on it. Like, either you can buy a pullback, for example, if it pulls back to the 90 EMA or even the 21 EMA, if it kind of consolidates, then I would just buy it. And if it goes under, I would just sell. I would just get out. Or you can just follow it up, right? If it closes, it has to close above 15. Then I could get in and then just follow it up. And then if it breaks under like 14, just get out. I don't know if you guys remember this one. I talked about this one on the last live stream. BLZ. Actually, let me find the one I have marked. Let me see. BLZ. Where is that? I look for one. BLZ. It's because I just want to use my chart. I don't want to just pull up a random one. It doesn't have my drawings and stuff. God damn, this is annoying. Where is it? I don't. I don't have it. Let me see. All right, whatever. Let me. But yeah, last week I talked about BLZ. You guys can rewatch the video if you want towards the end. This one worked out. I said that if let's get a false break under 20 cents and then reclaim, and this is a good long. So this one worked out very well. So I think I talked about this on Friday, and then on Sunday it broke under 20 cents, and it shot up, right? So this was let's see. So this was imperfect. So basically, you long this at 20 cents, you put stops under 20 cents, and then you basically got 65% at the top. This was a great trade. I didn't take this, but you guys can rewind and look at what I talked about. So yeah, breaking over. So basically, these are easy setups. False breakdown under the previous high, right? Previous high right here, 20 cents, 21 cents basically. And then after it breaks down, it reclaims and you just go long. And then the low of that breakdown is your stop. And this trade definitely had a huge risk and reward ratio. I mean, you don't even have to get a perfect entry. We can even lower the stop to like a little bit under 19 cents, right? This had a 10 or 9 risk to reward ratio. Yeah, this was a good trade. If any of you guys followed that. No problem. Let's see. And if you guys are more interested, this chart is very good to determine if we are in a altcoin alt season, right? So if Bitcoin dominance is up, Bitcoin price is up, usually all prices go down. Alts, right? Not all, because obviously some of them go up, just following Bitcoin up. But yeah, but if Bitcoin dominance go up and Bitcoin price goes down, then alt price literally just dumps. That just means Bitcoin price is dumping, but dominance is going up, which means that alts are dumping quicker. So usually when Bitcoin dominance goes down and Bitcoin price goes up, that means alt season, which just means alts are outperforming. That's when Bitcoin dominance is going down. Or Bitcoin dominance is going down, but Bitcoin price is stable. That means alts are going up as well. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance, actually. Let's take a look. So Bitcoin dominance is up. Obviously, it's been outperforming, but these past couple of days, Bitcoin dominance is going down, even though Bitcoin is flat. And so using this chart, what that means is, so Bitcoin dominance is down and Bitcoin price is stable. So altcoin prices are up. So altcoins have been outperforming. But in general, right, Bitcoin dominance just spiked up super heavy. So, we're not saying this is all season or alt will outperform. It's just a temporary consolidation for Bitcoin where alts are getting some of the steam. But I would still rather be in Bitcoin right now than any alts, right? Because Bitcoin, I believe it's done moving up, and Bitcoin is one of the easiest and less risky ones to trade. Explain FET. FET. I don't really know the fundamentals behind it. Honestly, I didn't really look into it. I can right now, but I just know it's hot and it's been spiking up. Let me see. Where is FET on my charts? FET. Here it is. Yeah, I mean, I just know it's spiking up. I don't know the whole theory behind it. This is not even all-time highs. I guess it ran up with the whole Nvidia and AI ran up to 60 cents. Now it's 40 cents, and the all-time highs was like $1. But this chart looks really good. It looks like a weird cup and handle, to be honest. Big cup, big handle, or W, I guess. But yeah, this looks good. This price structure looks really good on this. Let me look it up. FET. Fetch.ai.
Mm-hmm.
How would I explain this? Fetch AI, market cap 288 million. Volume is down. Fully diluted 400 mil. That's not bad. Half of it's already out. Fetch AI news. This launched in 2017 via IEO, building open, permitted decentralized learning network, manufacturer access to AI technology. Will use this autonomous transportation networks. Doesn't look that stand out to me, to be honest. Just from initial glance. Yeah, doesn't look too crazy. Toronto, Fetch Online, Energy Seed, and Freeze Train. Yeah, doesn't look too crazy. It just I feel like it's just getting the AI hype. I mean, I can check the news on it, see what's going on recently. Internet's a little slow. But with the AI hype, I mean, Fetch, I feel like there's better altcoins. I definitely wouldn't short Fetch. It's up 87% in the past, couple weeks. I wouldn't short this, but I just feel like there's stronger coins such as Solana and maybe like Rune or BLZ, which looks, I don't know, it looks stronger. This kind of had a big red candle while others were going up. So I'm not sure if I would long FET, but I don't think I would short it either. So I think you should just let that one kind of sit and kind of watch it. Yeah, I don't see much news on this either. Yeah. Yeah, I think you should leave that one alone. I mean, it's pumping, it's strong, but I feel like there's stronger altcoins. So I would personally leave this one alone. All right, cool. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go into some fundamental stuff, and then you guys can ask more questions and whatever is going on. So basically, in the markets this week, my bad. It's not next week yet. But the FOMC, Jerome Powell, had we had the Fed meeting, and basically we are holding rates steady, no rate hike as expected. And for November, I think we have like a 3% chance or something low expectation of rate hikes. In December, maybe like a 20%. We can take a look right now. Fed CME Fed watch. See, let's take a look. What is going on? Yeah, so November we got a 4% chance. Oh, December we got a 4% chance, my bad, of a rate hike, and 95 just keeping it steady. And then for January, same thing, a 10% chance of a rate hike. But basically, Powell said the economy is strong, and because the long-term rates has been going up by itself through just people thinking that through people just actually believing that the Fed will be keeping rates higher for longer. And also there has been less buying of U.S. Treasuries from basically China as well as the Fed. So look, if you guys look here, America's biggest bond buyers aren't buying bonds. So what that means, when they're not buying bonds, and when the U.S. government is trying to release bonds and sell some bonds, means that interest rate go up and bond prices go down because no one's willing to pay the prices for it. So a little fundamental for you guys, because this is very useful and important as well. So for example, right here, if you guys look at the 10-year rates, we were topping 5%, right? So this adds pressure onto the economy because long-term rates, determine mortgage prices and things like that. But because of this, Jerome Powell said, "Oh, we might not need to raise rates as we might not need to be doing any more rate hikes." And he didn't talk about anything about rate cuts, but this was enough for the market to rally and rates to dump. Right? Look at these. So basically, general consensus is that rates have topped out. And if you guys look at stocks, so my 401k must be doing very nice. If you guys look at the market, right, boom, crazy reversal. We broke under the 200-day moving average, and then we had a crazy reversal. We're up 6% in the past 5 days. So this is also one of the reasons that Bitcoin has been kind of losing a little bit of steam, because other markets are very hot right now. All right, cool. So a little bit of American fundamentals for you guys also to, intertwine with your trading. All right, let's do some questions, Q&A. If you guys have any questions, I'll go over some altcoins and things like that for you guys. And I'm long Ethereum right now. I am long Ethereum. I know I just told you guys not to do it because it's probably not going to do the catch up. But I'm just playing around, and I long some Ethereum. And if I'm wrong, I'll just get out under the lows of today. And if I'm right, $2,000 or something like that. So you can look at some of these by the dip too. 32,000, 7 days. What is this? 13%. 3 days, 33,000. I would actually do some, a couple of days ago, if you were doing covered calls on Bitcoin, the yield was super high. Like you could get like 20% yield selling at 40,000. That's crazy. Like that's literally free money. Even if Bitcoin goes to 40,000, I think I would sell it. But with the recent dump, I guess prices, the yields have came down a little bit. 7-day, 40,000 for 7%, which is not the best, but it's not bad. Let me take a look at the chart for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is going to get some resistance at 37. I don't think we're going to just go straight to 37, but prices are pretty low right now. Let me think. 37,000 3 days for 9%. Not bad. 7-day 37,000 for 28% though. That's kind of attractive. 7 days 37,000. 7-day 38,000 for 18. I think I'll do 7-day 38,000. Just get a little interest on my Bitcoin. Total balance. Where all my Bitcoins go? Hold on, where all my Bitcoins go? Oh, I invested some over here. Yeah, look at this. They were returning. Look at 20% for 39,000 a couple of days ago. These are crazy. These are nice. All right, let's do this 7-day 38,000. Put in a little bit of Bitcoin for this covered gain. 0.03. Let's do that. All right. 39,000 for 19. It's not bad. BIP 0.50. Wow, Slava, nice. You were using 15x leverage. You're long Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. What are you still in it? I hope you got a good entry. And let me see how my bot is doing. My altcoin bot's doing good. Yeah, man. I've started this one like a couple days ago. It's up 26%.
Hey
This
Jay,
one's up.
you haven't shared your screen.
Sorry, my bad.
Product.
Yeah, this one's doing good. I wish I did use some leverage, but it's not even up that much. I just put 1,000 in it. Yeah, altcoin's been doing great. It's just like a couple carrying it. Like Sushi's up like 100%, Ordi's up, Rose is up. You just got to choose the right ones, to be honest. A lot of the altcoins didn't do much. What's up, MK Gamer from Pakistan? What is up, my man? Hope you are having an amazing day. All right, for those of you guys who just joined, let me know if you guys got any questions. We're going over some altcoin charts. I guess if no one has some questions, I'm just going to go down the list. Take a look at Ordi. Ordi's doing good. I like Ordi. Ordi's pumping even with the Bitcoin dump, so some outperformance here. I like Ordi. NFTs on Bitcoin is also very hot. It just broke out of actually, I think resistance is more at 6. Yeah, around $6.20. Yeah, look at that. Right, hit at $6.20. So it's at resistance right now. Yeah. If this closes over $6.20, I would get in. This looks good. This chart looks really good. And it's outperforming today as well. If this goes over 6, if this closes over 6, I'm targeting 10. I'm targeting 10, and then all-time highs. Opening price was at 10. And I would get out. I would get out under. It's kind of hard. It's a hard one. If you want to give it more room and you really like this one, I would get out under 5. Or what else you could do is just give it a tiny bit of room. Like if it closes over $6.20, get in, and then just give it a little bit of room, because if it comes back under, then it doesn't look as good. So maybe give it maybe the stop loss would be like $5.50. So you're stopping at 10% loss, and then your target is 62% gain for a risk and reward ratio of exactly 6. I like this Ordi trade. Remember it for the next live stream. What about GMX USDT? All right, I'll take a look at GMX. So I'll talk about that one next. So Rune, I was a little bit wrong. I went short on this one. I mean, it worked out a little bit, I shorted on the false breakout of $3, right? So false breakout, retest $3, and then went short 15x. So it kind of worked out. It definitely didn't hit my target. So, this would have stopped me out once it went back to 3. Rune is strong. If you guys want to take a look at Rune, it's outperforming as well, even with Bitcoin not doing so well. Rune is over $3, and this was one of its strong lines of resistance back in the day. So Rune actually looks kind of good. If Rune closes over $3, I would consider entering. Closes over it on the daily though. All right, so GMX. Let's go look at GMX. GMX looks okay. It's not as hot as the other ones, so I personally wouldn't get in it just because it's not hot. Chart doesn't look bad, and it's green when Bitcoin is not green, but it's just other ones are outperforming, so there's no point in trading it. If you're talking about long term, then I cannot speak on it as much because I'm not really looking at it for long term right now. GMX just looks okay. It's not really outperforming, so I wouldn't personally get in on this. Pepe, everybody's favorite, Pepe. I actually took a long, but it didn't work out because Bitcoin crashed, and so did Pepe. But if Bitcoin keeps on going up, you can expect Pepe to keep on going up, and it's it's one of the top meme coins. So there's a lot of meme coins that are not on exchanges, just like very small meme coins people are playing. So those are doing really good, like literally just on Uniswap or whatever, like 200 million market cap going to like 3 million market cap. So literally just 15x. So there's a lot of those coins as well. One of them is what was it called? Let me take a look. Give me a sec. Let me give a sec. What is that coin called? Leroy. Yeah, Leroy. It went from like a couple 100,000 in market cap to 3 mil. So just a lot of these meme coins, a lot of meme coins are heating up. People really like gambling. But for Pepe, I don't really like how it looks right now, to be honest. Let's see. It's kind of like downtrending instead of flag. I was expecting this to break out, but it actually went opposite direction. Let me take a look on the 4-hour. 4-hour looks the same. Not really much signals. Looks pretty shitty. Yeah. So for Pepe, if Bitcoin goes up and this breaks over this trend line that I have drawn, I would consider taking a long. But yeah, Pepe doesn't really have relative strength like the other ones I showed you. So this one doesn't look as good. That's in my opinion. But if you want to go long, either wait for the break of 0. whatever 1 2 or break of the trend line. I think those two entries would be solid, and just close it if it like acts weak and kind of like doesn't close above it and wicks below it. Just close it if it doesn't close above the trend line or 0.12, 0.000, whatever, 12. Yeah. So that's my thing on Pepe. Like I said before, you want to long the strong points, not the weak coins. Like Ordi is strong right now; it looks pretty strong. Like I'm not talking. TRB is a pump. Rune is strong, and the other one I talked about, Solana and things like that. Slava, do you think it's a good time to long Solana now? Let me take a look. Let me pull up my Solana. Where did it go? I only won my Solana chart. Finding these tickers are annoying.
You have a long list. Kind of hard to find it.
I know. I need this. Oh, I found it's on the bottom. I need it's the last one. I need this on I need it on alphabetical order, but then I can't see the gains
Yeah.
here. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in alphabetical order. It's so much easier. I mean, Solana. Let's think about this, right? Solana, I would like this to retrace back to 30s, to be honest. But I think if it goes back to 30s, it's gonna like wick to 25, and I think that's a good entry point. Right now, it's still very high. You would have to take this on a very short time frame. So you gotta go like 1 hour or under, to be honest. Well, let me take a look. So 45, it basically hit 50 or 45, which is one of its strong resistance point and kind of dumped from it. So right now, I want to see this. I want to see what it does. Right now, this is not a good entry point. I don't think. There's just no edge here. You can get in. It could go up, but it's just random, right? There's no edge here. I would want it to wait till it gets back to 30, or Bitcoin starts going down, but Solana holds, and then maybe you can do some very micro micro time frame kind of stuff. Because right now it's tough. Right now it's tough to make a determination. Let's see. So it's got some support at 38. Bounced off here a couple of times. I mean, one thing you could do for this, some similar to the one I did for BLZ, if on the micro time frames, you like it gets like maybe like a break below, maybe it goes to 36 and it reclaims 38. Maybe you could do some business there, take it along at 38, because at least you have a level to risk off of, right? So I would do something like that, long at 38, and then just stops at where it fell to, and then just aim for 50 and above, and then you get on the train, right? So yeah. Yeah, so Solana for long term right now it's better because the whole FTX drama is over, and SBF is going to jail, and I think their foundation said they're going to stake a lot of SOL, so it's getting better, and they have a lot of developer activity on Solana, and they also have partnerships with Google Cloud recently released, so that's why it's pumping. Yeah. So Solana isn't too bad. I used to not like Solana either, but Solana is not horrible. Yeah, no problem, Slava. And I'll take a look at XRP. XRP is good for XRP is good. I don't even have to look at it. XRP is good for long-term hold. I have it in my portfolio. So yeah, 2-3 years hold, XRP is good. I mean, this price is a little high now. Like buying at 50 cents was better, obviously. But yeah, XRP is good for long-term hold. Yeah, FTX holds a larger amount of SOL, but they also stake. I think they came into agreement that they're going to be staking a bunch of it too. I forgot who it was. I think Kotex Collection or Scorpions asked last time if ISO 20002 or 10020 coins. I don't know. So basically, the new Swift standards. If any of the coins that fits that standard is good. I took a look. So like XRP, Quant, Algo, XLM, they are pretty good. And I do think you could get a pump. Scorpions was asking. Yeah. So yeah, I took a look at it for you. And I like it. I like the coins that are on there. So I don't think all of them are going to pump, but it is a testament to the quality of the coin and the standard that it's going to be on. So I think it's going to be more like currencies, right? So like US dollar, Japanese yen, there's still going to be volatility. I think the major ones is going to look good, especially when they adopt the standards, when more and more of them adopt this standard instead of Swift. So I think XRP is good. XLM might be good, but then like some smaller ones, that's more. So it's not going to be like, oh, we're on the standard, it's going to pump. I think it's just like, oh, the major ones with the most perspective and like with actual business, I feel like those will do better. So it's not just they're going to be on the standard, so it's going to pump. It's more like, oh, you're a good coin, you already have a community and hype behind it, and then you're on the standard, so it's going to be like, so that's what's going to pump it. So I wouldn't say long all of them, But I think that's definitely a bullish factor for the coins, and I hold XRP personally, so I think it's I do think it's a good hold. And one more thing, I guess, just a little nugget of knowledge for you guys for altcoins. So for altcoins, when do you sell, right? When is too much? When has a coin when it go up too much? So for example, Solana is up 100%, or however much is up, right? If you go from 18, it's up 200 or almost 200%, 150%, right? Oh, is that too high, right? Is that too high? Should you sell it? So for altcoins, Solana might even be a special case. For altcoins, if they were a top 40 altcoin and then they end up in the top 10s after the rally, that is the time to sell it. Because if you're in the top 10 market cap for coins, it's very hard to move up, right? If you already have like 100 million, 200 million, 300 million market cap, to get another 2x, you're going to be at 600 million, right? To get another 2x, you're going to be at 1.2 billion. So once you're in the top 10s, don't expect it to go up any much higher. You should just sell it, right? It's a good time to sell when a coin goes from ranking in the top 100 to in the top 10. So that is like a very solid time to sell. Scorpions likes XRP, XLM, HBAR, Quant so far. Yeah, I only look at XRP, XLM, HBAR, and Quant. I just don't look at it as much, to be honest. But they might be good, but I just like the main ones. All right, cool. I'm gonna leave you guys with that nugget of knowledge, so you guys know when to sell your altcoins. When you start telling people how well you are doing, it's time to get out. Yeah, that is also true. When you hear about your Uber driver asking you what crypto he should buy or what crypto he has, that is a good time to get out as well. For one good example, right? The influencers, a lot that has communities and stuff. I'm in a lot of those groups, right? So they started coming back. They're posting again. Like a couple months ago, it was dead quiet. And now they're like, bro, I'm in this coin. I'm in that coin. Oh, like this is up 100%. That is also a sign that, I'm not saying that's the sign of leaving, but people are coming back, right? There's more people coming back. And that's when like you kind of see the bull market kind of starting. There's more excitement and people coming back. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it right there for you guys. And I hope you guys gained a little bit of knowledge talking about these altcoins. And hopefully the ones I talked about works out. I'm going to check back next week to see how they performed. The one I talked about last week, BLZ, worked out well if you guys really got in that. But, I personally didn't even look at it. But if you guys rewind the video to last week's live stream, that one did really well. It was up, like 60%. So hit the like, exactly. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you guys same time next week, and we'll see how those altcoin calls did. Hopefully Solana, plays out like the one we talked about for Slava, and I think I talked about Rune, right? Rune, and I think there was one more. All right, whatever. Rewind the video, and then we'll see you next week. All right, cool. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.
Thank you. Hope to see you guys next week again.
Thank you guys for coming, Scorpions. Crepe craze. MK Gamer, Slava as always. Thank you guys for coming, and have a nice weekend, man. Peace.
Bye, guys.